¿Qué pasa? Welcome to my first actual Pokemon Masters EX video. First of all, Pokemon Masters EX has been a game which I have played for a long time, then actually dropped off, and then literally just came back a little while ago. I decided to actually start a complete free-to-play account. So every content you will see on my account is being played as a free-to-play player, obviously, right? So my goal is also to make sort of a journey to build a very good free-to-play account and showcase you guys, obviously, characters which are upcoming in the game and yeah, stuff like that. So general, like guides on how to do specific things, understanding specific aspects of the game, trying challenging end game content, for example, team building synergies and stuff like that. So if you're looking for something like that, then do subscribe to my channel. I will be trying to post frequently, maybe like 3 or 4 videos a week, right? So bear with me on that. But anyways, we'll get started now with my first video. Right, so Arc Suit N is the newest Arc Suit character which we just have gotten today, and he literally, now I've already test played him, right? He literally is probably the best debuffer we currently have in the game. Like, he literally does everything a proper debuffer needs to do. And in a dark team, right, if you're looking to have an optimized dark team, I believe he's one of those characters you definitely want to have. Like, literally, he brings so much support to a dark team, and he can fulfill multiple roles, right? He's not only there to debuff, he's also going to be able to deal a lot of damage on top of that, which comes at a bonus, right? So let's quickly take a look at his kit in a more structured way, right? So let's open up the fan-made tool and let's first look at his move set, right? So as you can see, his moves are right there. So he has 4 moves in total, right? The first one being Night Daze. Now that one is going to be your most commonly used move once you already expanded all the other ones. This one you can use infinitive, and it has a 40% chance of lowering the target's accuracy by another 1 stat rank, right? If you're looking on top of that, right, Arc Suit N will also automatically lower the accuracy of the opponents by 6 stat ranks, right? So we're going to get to that in a moment, right? He does have a mini potion all, which basically restores HP to all allied sync pairs by approximately 20%. So I would have actually liked if they, I don't know, made a full restore, something like that, maybe once as well. That would have been better, but I think it's all right, I guess. In the test plays I've had, he was doing pretty well, actually. And I only have him at 1 of 5, right? Which is not as strong as like maybe a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 copy, right? He does have the Almighty Obsidian Night Daze. This is going to be his bread and butter move because the activation condition is when there is at least one Pokemon with a lower type rebuff on the opponent's field of play, which is automatically always going to be the case, then you can activate it, right? And obviously deactivation condition when there is no longer any Pokemon with a lower type rebuff, right? So we'll skip that, right? Now he does get a few things. He never misses. The more the target stats are lowered, the greater the power of the attack from Zoroark is going to be. And it also lowers the target's accuracy by 1 stat rank, right? So it further lowers the accuracy of the opponent's Pokemon on the field by 1 stat rank. Then we also have Behold My Love, which is a one-time only support move, which raises the user's special attack by 6 and the accuracy by 1, and also the critical hit rate by 3 stat ranks, right? Those are going to be, this is going to be the move set which we have. And then obviously we have the sync move here, which is basically granting the following effect 10 times. Lowers one of the target's following stats by 1 stat rank at random. Attack, defense, basically any one of those, right? And also lowers all opposing sync pairs, right? So any other type opposing for the following type by 1 rank, and it's going to be this one here, right? So the move set is actually very good. Like the only thing I really don't like is the mini potion all, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion on this one. Right, so let's take a look at the skills Zoroark actually brings to the table. Right now, he has 5 skills in total, the first one being Dread Myth. This one powers up all moves of all allied things by 10%. Also reduces the attack move damage taken by all allied by 20%. Also, if you have the more dark type pairs you have on your team, the higher these percentages are. Each additional sync pair powers up your move by 10% and reduces damage by 3%. Right? The maximum power is 30. And obviously the maximum damage for 26. So if you have a full dark team, you're going to get the full potential out of this, right? This one's going to be pretty much very useful when you're running in a full dark team. Then you have the Dread Judgment. It also raises the dark type rebuff of all allied sync pairs by 1 rank, right? The first time you enter the battle. Also lowers the dark time rebuff of all opposing sync pairs by 1 rank the first time the user enters a battle each battle. So, bro, he's just boy, this N and Zoroark is just debuffing left and right for just existing. It's crazy. Then we're going to get to the first normal ones. The bridge between Pokemon and humans also decreases the amount of move gauge slots the user's Pokemon needs to use moves by 2. Also raises the chance of lowering stat values with the additional effect of the user's moves. When an opponent's stats is lowered by the additional effects of the user's move, it is lowered by 6 times the stat rank. So essentially what this is saying is if the opponent's stat is, for example, lowered by 1, for example, the accuracy, then this passive will basically lower it by 6 times the stat rank. So hence -6, which basically makes Zoroark a very good buffing unit, pretty much the best one in the game, and which also reduces the risks of your team being hit at all with attacks, like literally. But yeah, that's that. Then we also have Math Genius. If the target's accuracy is lowered when the user's attack is successful, grants the following effects of number of times equal to the number of ranks the accuracy is lowered, right? So keep that in mind. If we're lowering the rank of accuracy from the opponent's Pokemon by 6, for example, right? Then this one here will take effect 6 times, right? Lowers one of the target's following stats by 1 stat rank at random, which is basically just one of those. So ideally, you might lower randomly the special defense, right? And if you're then looking to attack, for example, straight after, if you see the lowering with the sync move, for example, then you're definitely looking to one-shot pretty much your opponent, especially if it has dark type disadvantage. But we're going to test it. We're going to showcase gameplay in a second once we get to the once we finish all of this, right? So that's that. And then we have the last one here, the entry no stat on field. Applies no stat increase effects to the opponent's field of play when a user enters the battle. So essentially the opponent cannot buff themselves from the get-go, right? So yeah. Now, the sync grid breakdown. Now, if you're looking at the sync grid, right? If you're just having one copy of this character, your sync grid's always going to be this, right? Essentially, you are going to be able to unlock all of these. You ideally always, if you can, want to unlock a tech EX roll as well for this unit. And then again, this is going to be the sync grid, right? So Dauntless is going to be nice because your special attack is not going to be lowered, for example. This one's going to come in pretty handy. And yeah, the rest ones are just stat increases and increases to your damage from the Night Days, which is going to be the first move, which is going to be this one, right? So essentially, this one here, if you want to power him up, I believe you would need him to be at, yeah, ideally, if you want to have the best potential out of him, you want to have him at 3 or 5, right? If you have 3 dupes of Arc Suit N Zoroark, then he's going to be the most optimal. Obviously, 5 is not necessary, but it's always nice to have, right? But essentially, again, 3 is more than sufficient, right? If you have 3, that would be good. 2 is also not bad for starters because you will get the debut specials boost 1, right, which increases the user's special moves next effect by 1 rank for the first time it enters battle, and you would also get the super synchro, right? Applies the super effective next effect to the user's first time it sync moves it's used in a battle, right? That would also be nice. And the quick cure. But again, if you're looking to opt in for more, then 3 would be the perfect way to choose. Ideal build for this, I would definitely prefer to have max damage output for night days. So going with all of this would be good. Mini potion would also be nice to have it fully equipped, right? I believe, yeah, you don't have it at 1 of 5. You need him at 2 of 5 at least to get all of that, right? So mini potion would be nice. And the almighty obsidian night days, that one, as if you can grab all of these, would also be nice. So all of these tiles here, right? Because remember, you always have a cap of 60. Obviously you can increase the cap, but again, it's not everyone's ability to increase the cap of a character or a sync unit as easily as for somebody who's playing every day, for example, for a long time, right? So again, the video is not always targeted towards someone who has everything, but also at beginner players, right? So that was the sync grid overview for N Suit Arc. Right, so the team I'm currently using is this. We're using Leopard, we're using Zoroark, and we're using I don't even know how to pronounce any, Obstagoon, I would say. That's the team I'm using currently. It's not very much optimized, right? Obviously, there is a couple of characters I'm missing, or basically sync pairs I'm missing. However, that is the team I'm currently using, and it has been doing pretty well, right? So if we're looking at, for example, Obstagoon, right? Let's quickly fly over again to the sync grids, and let's grab Obstagoon. Let's get him. Right, where is he? Nope. Bro, am I not able to write Obstagoon? Where is he? There he is, right. So if we quickly looking at him, yeah, it's not showing. Right, there he is. Now he is going to be the slot 1 unit of the team, right? He has the obstruct, which basically nullifies any attack move that targets the user while it is in defensive posture, right? That is also very nice, right? So that is why I'm currently using him in slot 1. He also does have dire hit all, which increases the critical hit rate of all allied sync pairs by 2 stats. So that is also going to come in handy to further boost damage of your Zoroark, right? Now the other unit I'm using is the Leopard. Now this one is the free-to-play unit, which almost everyone has gotten right now. Very useful Thunder Wave. You will be able to paralyze the opponent. Snarl and Fake Tears are going to come in very handy because you can constantly, on top of debuffing from Zoroark, debuff your opponents, right? Debuff the special attack and debuff the special defense, right? And then again, you can also use the going all out, right? You can accelerate the move gauge, and also raises the user's special attack by 4 and also crit rate by 2. If you are going to do more than just debuffing with Leopard, then I guess that would be alright using, but otherwise this is probably never really going to get used, since you're mostly only going to use Thunder Wave and then debuff with Fake Tears and Snarl on the side, right? Your main role is to, so if you're looking at rotation, right, if we're just going to rotating, you want to always use the first 3 moves, right? These 3 moves with Leopard, right? First of all, paralyze and then debuff your opponents left and right, right? Thereafter, you always want to go, if you're going back to Zoroark, for example, there he is. You're always going to start off with the Obsidian Night Days, depending on what stage you're at in the fight, right? And then you're also looking to buff yourself, right? And then after that, it's always going to be the Night Days. Look out for your opponent's HP, use Mini Potion All when necessary. However, this is going to be the most time what you're going to be using, because this one will also lower the target's accuracy rank by 1 stat, right? Which is going to come in very handy. And then, the last but not least, when we're going back to Obstagoon, where is he? There he is. You're always going to use Dire Hit All 2 times, And that's it. That's basically it. And then after that, you may want to use Shout My Name 2 times as well, because this one will charge the move gauge. But essentially, you just want him to tank, obstruct, if you're running the same team as I am, right? Obviously, there is different teams you can be running, but this is the team I have been running for now, and it's pretty much working well. There is also, let me quickly pull up the character. Right, so Guzzlord, for example, would be a pretty much perfect pair for the team, essentially, right? If you have Guzzlord, then this one would be very useful, because Guzzlord can be the slot 1 unit, essentially. You can actually be very tanky by raising your defense every turn using Stockpile, right? Your special defense. And obviously, he will be a very good support character for this team. However, I don't have him. So if you have him, drop him in there and get rid of Obstagoon. But if you have Obstagoon, then he's as good as it goes. Right, now let's look at a bit of gameplay of the team. We're here in the Legendary Arena. I'm currently choosing to fight Cresselia. Since Cresselia is the one which has dark type weakness, we can actually go ahead and grab the team which we've just discussed, right? So again, the first slot is going to be, if we're going to look at tactics, is going to be the Pierce. The second slot, we're going to leave Arc Suit. And you could actually drop Marnie in second slot and actually keep your Arc Suit N completely out of harm's way. But Marnie is alright in third slot. She's just going to die pretty quickly. So essentially, we're keeping her there. The good thing about Obstagoon, he has a lot of defense going for him. Hence, we're, again, as I said, his moveset's pretty clear. We're going to keep him at slot 1. So let's actually, shall we do each one of them and showcase how easy it is? I might even do it like this, right? We're going to do 1 and 2 on auto mode. And then we're going to do the third one, or actually, let's do all of them on, let's start with the first one, actually. Just to take a look at how it's currently looking, right? So let's make this slow. And then, right, so first of all, we're going to use this. We're going to use Dire Hit All, and we might as well use Fake Tears, further debuff, right? Now, let's get with Behold My Love, and again, Dire Hit on top of it again. Also another debuff, Fake Tears. And now, Night Days, all the way. That's going to be the only move you're going to utilize for him. Right, so Dire Hit is being used. As you can see, we are debuffing the opponent constantly, which is very nice. And we're also wanting to use the Paralyze effect. Now, Cresselia is also going to Paralyze. We could have actually saved our sync move as well. We probably didn't really need it now, but it doesn't really matter. So Obstagoon is getting hit. Not really much damage at this point. Fake Tears again. Right, sync move is up. Very effective, very nice. And the debuff is going. And the buffing of our own character. Now we're going to shout my name 2 times. We don't really need to use Obstruct in this battle because, again, Cresselia on part 1 is not going to be a trouble. We could have actually run solo Zoroark probably on this as well to actually manage it very easily. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage now. We're doing a lot of damage. You will see in the harder stage, on the very hard stage, how easily he actually gets everything done, right? So we're actually finished now. We can actually go into Obstruct here and then utilize Thunder Wave. Now we're on stage 2, 100%. All right. Let's actually use 1 Night Days. Let's quickly see. I believe we're going to do a lot of damage on this one. Come on. Yeah. We're going to keep the sync move for the round after that. We're going to one-shot him probably. Again, Obstruct, Fake Tears. Night Days is going to get rid of Cresselia this turn. Yep. And then last turn, we should be able to one-shot Cresselia now, actually. Now, let's see this. Let's actually see this. Fake Tears is going to Reflect. Right, go on. Utilize one Snarl over there. Sync move. Yep, we're going to get it. And yeah, we pretty much one-shot it. So, as you can see, very easy. Blasted through this. Now, let's jump over to part 2, actually, and show how easy part 2 was. Now, anyone struggling with these, you're always going to get easily done through this, right? Where is Cresselia again? There it is. Let's go to part 2 on hard. And the same team again. Let's get into this. Let's actually utilize... Shall we go very slow? No, that's going to be too slow. So again, we're going to use this first. Dire hit all. And let's try go Thunder Wave. Accuracy down by 6. Did you see that? Right. So behold my love, we're going to buff ourselves. Again, dire hit on there and fake tears. We're not going to be able to paralyze what's it called again? Cresselia this turn. Fake tears is probably not going to bring much. Dire hit again. Special defense down, and we're also going to start lowering the special attack stat from Cresselia now. So we're going to let's see how much damage this does. Right, we're going to go with the sync move here. Snarl, special attack down by 1. We're going to keep going with Snarl as well, because the stage 2 can actually do a bit more damage. Yeah, this is looking good. We're paralyzed now. So on this turn, it will keep paralyzing us. So we're always going to get paralyzed when you're running against the hard or very hard stage of Cresselia. Night Days, again out. Fake Tears. Did it debuff? No, it didn't. All right, special defense up by 1 again. We're going to obstruct here. We don't need to use any potions yet. We're going to go fake tears again. All right. Very nice. Down to 34%. Night Days again. Fake tears. We're actually going to save our sync move for stage 2 right there. Or we could actually use it here, I guess. Let's quickly see what damage we're doing. 21. Let's actually use it. We're going to get the sync move up again by the time we get over his stage 2. We're doing 1 Night Days right there. Obstruct again. Right, go ahead. Night Days. We paralyzed, so that was the problem there. We're done. Stage 2 now. We're going to utilize 1 mini potion. Obstruct again. And fake tears. We're going to keep the second mini potion for a bit down the line. We're probably not going to lose our Obstagoon now. Maybe when he drops his sync move. But yeah, Cresselia is not going to drop a sync move again. We're going to be done with him. We're going to drop our sync move now. Cresselia is going to be done for. Let's drop in Snarl and Light Slash from Obstagoon and Leopard as well. Let's see this. Let's see this. Boom! Stage 2 cleared very, very easily. Very easily. Like, that was just destruction. Pure. Bro, okay. Right, very nice. So we're going to get to stage 3 now. Let's actually go there. There is stage 3. And the same team again, attack. By the way, Obstagoon is not even at full potential yet, right? I haven't pushed them up. They don't have both their EX moves unlocked yet, right? So that's that. Dire hit, and we're gonna get all out. Right. Behold my love. Let's go with that first. Again, dire hit. Fake tears. Now we're going to go with Night Days all the way. Shout my name as well. Special defense lowered by 2. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, as you can see, Cresselia is doing a lot more damage here, right? So we're probably going to need both of our mini potions here. Most likely. Night Days again. and then using the sync move. Back into this. Special attack has been lowered by 1. Very nice. Right, Cresselia is using the sync move first. Shouldn't be doing too much damage. Yeah, that's good. Fake Tears again, lowering the special defense by 1. Now we're at it with our sync move. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Night Days. Again, into this. Our team is paralyzed now, right? So that's going to be a problem. That's going to be the only problem when you're facing against when you're facing up against Cresselia, the paralyzation, which is pretty annoying. So essentially trying to get something to get around paralyzed would be nice. Like some sort of immunity would be very nice. Night Days, are we going to get it? Yes, we are. Nice. Okay, we're guarding still. Let's see how much damage this is doing to Obstagoon. Yeah, not too much. Next round, we're going to use the potion. We're going to keep it for now. All right, he's boosting himself. We have our second sync move up. We're going to utilize it as well now. We're at first. Nice. All right, very good. Night Days again. Fake Tears. Yeah, we got paralyzed there. Oh, I hate the paralyzation. This is just nasty with the paralyzation. Very disgusting. Very disgusting. Cresselia SP, right? Yeah, he's going to attack Obstagoon. Is he surviving? Yes, he is. We're using mini potion now. We might lose Obstagoon in the next turn. Now we're going to be doing significantly more damage. Let's actually quickly see how much damage we're doing with Night Days before we drop our sync move. Yeah, we actually didn't. Okay, we got paralyzed there. Now let's keep it there. Let's do Obstruct, Fake Tears. We should be able to. I don't know if you're going to be able to one-shot him. No, halfway. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Night Days again. Again, this one is pretty challenging if you're lacking a optimized team, right? The new Zoroark N is pretty much make it even for anyone who just has him. For just having him, you're going to get a easier gameplay experience. Okay, we lost Leapard. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, whoa, he survived. And we was hit by paralyzation. We lost Obstagoon. The paralyze is pretty much the thing which kills us here. But yeah, we've done it. Pretty much easy. As you can see, Zoroark and Arc Suit Zoroark is pretty much just goated. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. It's just too good of a character in terms of debuffing. Right. And with that, I think we can conclude the video, right? So essentially, a good team makes it up as well. If you have Guzzlord, again, drop Guzzlord in there. Apart from that, you can play around with the teams. The team I've shown here is just the team I was able to make, since I am still lacking a lot of dark type characters, right? But nevertheless, Zoroark and basically Arc Suit N is just doing a whole lot of carrying, right? He literally carries most teams, no matter how bad the sides really are, right? Due to his debuffing mechanics and also his damage output potential. Literally a very much broken character. So again, if you have any suggestions or anything I missed out, or if I was giving out misinformation, then do let me know down below in the comment sections. As always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.